As House Republicans continue to litigate their political vendetta against President Biden, one MAGA cultist in particular awkwardly regurgitated Chinese communist propaganda and then got called out for it by the very witness he was trying to humiliate. Intrigued? Then click that like and subscribe and enjoy the video. So we have a double feature in the House of Representatives led by Republicans. We had recently a really interesting House Oversight Committee hearing in which Democrats again and again and again dunked on the Republican Party for their hypocrisy and their lack of substantive policy proposals, and the fact that they're shadowboxing imaginary enemies. And then the same day, there was a House Homeland Security Committee hearing as well. And that one I haven't seen as much of, but I did see this epic moment in which Republican Cult 45 member, he's a member of the so-called Freedom Caucus, which is basically the part of the Republican Party that Donald Trump owns completely. Like, he possesses their souls like Shang Tsung in Mortal Kombat. Matt Gaetz, okay? This guy who, again, you know, he's a prominent right-wing talking head, emphasis on head. And he had this great exchange with a witness from the executive branch, the Department of Homeland Security. And during this exchange, he awkwardly and seemingly by accident parroted Chinese communist propaganda. And it was a great exchange. It was hilarious because the guy he was interrogating and trying to embarrass in this respect flipped the tables on him and embarrassed him. So let's take a look because it's a great moment.
Is the Azov battalion getting access to U.S. weapons?
Not that I'm aware of, but if you have information,
I'd seek unanimous consent to enter into the record the Global Times investigative report that that talks about training. It's from the Atlantic Council's Digital Forensics Research Lab, citing that the Azov battalion was even getting stuff as far back as 2018.
Without objection, so ordered.
Any reason to disagree with that assessment, Dr.
Is this I'm sorry, is this the Global Times from China?
No, this is, well,
That's what you read.
yeah, it might be. Yeah, would that be a reason?
As a general matter, I don't take Beijing's propaganda.
Well, no,
at
yeah,
face
but just
value.
tell me if the allegation is true or false. I mean,
I don't have any evidence one way or the other. As a general matter, I don't take Beijing's propaganda at face value.
fair enough. I would agree with that assessment. April 20.
Man, what a great moment. What a spectacular moment there. So, yeah, so basically this is in the context of America's funding and providing war material to Ukraine. The Azov Battalion is a division within the Ukrainian army that is notoriously comprised of fascist and sometimes open members who are open Nazis, okay? It is a relatively small part of the Ukrainian army. It gets a lot of bad press. It's the star of a lot of Russian propaganda, right? So it plays a major role in Russian propaganda to justify its invasion of Ukraine. They're like, see, the Ukrainian military has Nazis in it. I hate to tell you, probably every military on earth has at least one Nazi in it. There are Nazis everywhere, okay? But Matt Gaetz is regurgitating a common right-wing talking point, right, where he's saying, look, my God, when we send funding and, guns and tanks to Ukraine, aren't they getting in the hands of the Azov Battalion? And, to try to imply that basically America is arming Nazis. Now, the witness in question says, look, I have no evidence of that, not to my knowledge, but the citation that Matt Gaetz provides isn't just Russian propaganda. That'd be bad enough. It's actually citing the propaganda from a completely different foreign adversary, one that Matt Gaetz swears, China is actually in bed with President Biden. But here Matt Gaetz awkwardly, publicly cited Beijing propaganda, and it's referring to the Global Times. And this is just, it's Wikipedia. It's relatively well-sourced, but the Global Times is a daily tabloid newspaper under the auspices of the Chinese Communist Party's flagship newspaper, The People's Daily, commenting on international issues from a Chinese ultranationalistic perspective. The publication is sometimes called China's Fox News for its propagandistic slant and the monetization of nationalism. And it has a long list of particular scandals it's associated with. But anyway, it's Chinese propaganda. It's Chinese communist propaganda. And here you have a prominent Republican awkwardly, publicly parroting, information or claims from that piece of propaganda, and then got called out for it by the very witness he was looking to humiliate. The very last thing I'll point out, other than the fact that that witness, Dr. Call, just dunked on him. I mean, you could see it smugly as soon as he oh, is that the Chinese Global Times? Yeah, I have no information that the claim is true, but as a matter of policy, I typically just ignore Beijing propaganda. And you could you could see Matt Gaetz go, oh crap, delete. Besides that, the other thing I'll point out interestingly is, according to the very Chinese communist propaganda that Matt Gaetz was citing, I don't know if you caught it, but he said that American weapons were allegedly going to the Azov battalion as far back as 2018. Can you all remember who was president? Who was president of the United States in 2018? Oh my God, it was Donald Trump, not Joe Biden. So even if the claims were true, then that means Donald Trump was also putting firearms in the hands of Nazis in Ukraine. So there again, it's just all the way around. It was a major flub by Matt Gaetz and the Republican Party, and hopefully it'll go viral because it's hilarious that he's doing that on behalf of Russia, for an adversary that the Republican Party loves all of a sudden because the current president's a Democrat, and Republicans hate Democrats a hell of a lot more than they hate Russian communists. At the same time that's going on, they are buttressing, they are carrying water for Russian communists by citing claims made by a Chinese communist propaganda piece. So it's just the quantum here is just, it's insane. That's how pathetic and anti-American that Republican leaders have become. So hopefully this moment will go viral. It deserves it. And again, good for Dr. Call for flipping tables on Matt Gaetz. Great moment. Hey you! Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, and I hope that you did, please hit the like and subscribe buttons below. And if you absolutely hated the video, the best revenge for you is also to hit the like and subscribe buttons below. That'll teach me. If you want to share an opinion or share some feedback, go ahead and leave a comment, all right? 2023 is a year of change, hence the aggressive rebrand and commitment to new content. Inspired by my friends Luke Beasley and STV Philly, my personal goal for this channel is to hit 40,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So I'm hoping you'll do me a solid by spreading the word and the videos to potential fans and hate watchers alike. And in the meantime, we'll be pondering politics again with you very soon.